And so to part two. I wonder what we'll get from these two sides tonight. The handshakes, the walk, and the noise. Bolton stride out with a well-deserved lead, but a slender one. While Bradford City are on their own patch, where they are usually at their best. Bearing in mind the size of the clubs and the quality in their ranks, this would be a fitting final. But only one can make it through to the Wembley showpiece. Stockport County await the winners. Now the fight is on to join them. Rodriguez setting Kosciuszko away. Two to look for in the middle. Bradford City well stopped. And up and over the top it goes.
Well, he's well off target in the end, but the positive approach from Bolton. Stephen Schumacher said, we're not going to come here and sit behind the ball and defend. We're going to take the game to Bradford. Exactly what they do here, getting a winger, running into a centre-half, in behind the wing-back. They play with real width, Bolton. They dominate the ball, but they get it wide as often as they can. They get Kosciuszko and Sissoko on the ball, running into centre-halves or wing-backs.
Nervous moments in the first leg, early on. Jackson, and our referee tonight, Thomas Kirk, waves away any Bradford City questions.
It's a slightly risky challenge from Toll. The referee was having none of it.
Well, we know one half of the lineup in the League One playoff final. Stockport County, congratulations to them and Dave Challinor.
Yeah, deserved place at Wembley. They were brilliant last night, controlled the game, got early goals, and looked very, very comfortable.
Rekindled by Rahon. Burstow tumbles and wins a corner. So busy, not just in the penalty area or the 6-yard box, but on the line here. And it's, well, Owen Toll who broke from the crowd and tried to angle it towards goal.
Oh, it's a wicked ball in. It's pacey, it drops. I think that's the problem for Toll. He just can't adjust his feet, adjust his body to turn it goalwards. Been better served really swinging his left boot at this. He tries to adjust his body, got it with his right.
Loose from Rodriguez, taken on by Jackson. His eyes just lit up at the chance to have a go.
It's ambitious, gets the ball out of his feet. Doesn't really have another option in terms of a teammate to pass to, but it's poor the way Rodriguez just lets that ball bounce off him. It's way off target in the end, but Bolton have got a guard against that, giving the ball away cheaply.
Burstow provides the platform from which Bolton can build. Kosciuszko. Rodriguez is up there with him. Oh, and Baldwin with a sigh of relief as the Bolton man didn't gamble.
I think Kosciuszko is actually looking to try and play that ball across the pitch to the other winger, Sissoko, undercooks it. And Baldwin maybe trying to be a little bit too clever here, chesting back to his goalkeeper. Is a very lucky boy because he gets it all wrong. If Rodriguez takes that down, he's in on goal.
Down goes Metcalf after the challenge from Iraon. Well, Tom Cleverley amongst the watching on this evening. Born in Basingstoke, but a Bradford City former youth player and grew up in the Bradford area. Fired forward and seen away by Burstow and hit by Metcalf. And it took a touch on its way through. It will be a corner. It looked for a moment like it could have been quite a lot more than that.
It's a very difficult chance to take on, but he makes a wonderful connection on it. I think that ball is going wide of the post, but once Rodriguez gets a touch on it, that could have flown into the top corner.
This is Bradford's 7th appearance in the playoffs. They've won 2 promotions along the way. It's Bolton's 10th, and they've gone up twice too. Nothing to choose between them in terms of the number of times they've gone up in the past, and so far tonight, nothing to choose between them in terms of goals. Tries to bend one! And it was curling all the way, just not quite enough.
Yeah, the idea is right. Positive start to the second half from Bradford. Again, Metcalf much higher up the pitch, just doesn't wrap his instep round it enough. I think Jack Bonham actually has that covered as well. And this is what Bradford need, that change in shape might just give them more. The bodies, attacking bodies higher up the pitch, can they then provide the quality they need?
Blasted across by Tyreek Wright, not convincing from Gale. Sasovic, power! Oh! So close to something so special for Bradford City, and a fine stop to deny it.
Well, Bonham gets fingertips on this. This is destined for the top corner. Brilliant technique. That overhand save. You know, he's a giant goalkeeper with an incredible reach, and that is all important here. A brilliant fingertip onto the frame of the goal.
Toure switching for Wright. Little touch for Humphreys. Delicate for Wright again. Oh, and the header wasn't bad from Powell, but was always right.
Yeah, much more the ball now from Bradford, and the key thing is they're getting it into the final third. This is where most goals are scored. This is when they can really profit. They're finally putting some quality into the box. That's not an easy header for Powell. It's moving away from the target, as is he. So trying to redirect that, get the power and the accuracy, very difficult, but much better from Bradford.
Tyreek Wright goes again. Grappled and followed by Mason Burstow. Oh, and Wright has found a bit of room. Oh, that could have gone anywhere. Well, they get a corner. They felt for a moment like they were going to get a fair bit more from that.
Well, Bolton are rocking here under severe pressure. Marino gets a bit of good fortune. I do feel these substitutions make sense. You're bringing on, you know, Simons alongside Sheehan to just try and control the game, get a grip of it again. Attacking substitutes like Gale and McAtee, Dolby. In a flash as individuals, they can take the game away from Bradford. That's what Stephen Schumacher will be hoping for.
Well, these are wonderful nights if you are a neutral. These are nerve-shredding nights if you have one of these teams in your heart. Jackson looking to swivel. Striking Conway. Thomas Kirk very quick to say no penalty.
He's very close to the ball, his arms away from his body, unnatural position. Absolutely they're not, it's not a handball.
Flung into the middle, Nick Powell's there, Bonham saves! Caden Jackson! But the flag is raised. And the majority around the ground haven't seen that yet. They thought that was their moment.
That's another incredible save from Jack Bonham. And how Bolton defensively, how they stepped up. It's the offside, the right decision. Yeah, you can see Caden Jackson in an offside position, so when the ball comes back off the goalkeeper, the flag has to go up.
Yeah, great header in the first instance from Nick Powell, and a fine stop from Bonham. It's going in one direction though at the moment, isn't it? It's going Bradford City's way, but they need something. And Bolton Wanderers could hit them hard here. Thierry Gale. Oh, to Bolton, who lost it! And Simons slams it in! All of a sudden, the Bradford bubble bursts. It's the comfort blanket of a second goal for Bolton Wanderers. And didn't he hit it sweetly?
Well, it's the classic sucker punch, because Bradford have made all the running. Jack Bonham, just remember that save he made from Max Power to keep it at 0-0. How important is that now? But they play the ball in behind for Thierry Gale. It looks like, you know, he's lost the ball. The opportunity is gone. But credit Simons for following up the play. Could have stood on the halfway line. He didn't do that. He followed the play up. Doesn't try and smash it home, just passes it into the back of the Bradford net. It is a wonderfully composed finish. Long, long way back for Bradford now.
Oh, he was brought on to stabilise the ship for Bolton Wanderers. And he's come on to start the party. The game was heading in their direction and then it's been pulled away again. Well, they feel that the Wembley pre-party is in full flow. Desperate for a free kick, which he eventually gets. Oh, and what's gone on there? Now it's all getting silly. There was some petty pushing in there and maybe something a little more sinister.
I think it starts with a swipe of the ball from Aidan Baldwin. Seems to catch a Bolton player and it all kicks off from there. So the free kick's been given against Torre. They put the ball down, he moves it for them, Bolton has a swipe at the ball because Gale kicks it away, kicks through. Gale, that's really silly. Torre gets involved, Gale gives Torre a shove. What's Torre doing, throwing himself to the ground? Because that shove from Gale shouldn't send you to the turf. It all gets a little bit fractious and just a bit silly. The referee handled it so well.
Well, many feel the race is run now. But there will be a fair bit of pride in these parts for what's been achieved this season. There's the whistle. Wembley's calling for Wanderers. Bolton's championship dream lives on. An exhausting, enthralling campaign extends that little bit further. With the second tier now just one game away. Over two legs, they deservedly emerged victorious. Bradford City couldn't make the most of their moments. Bolton made theirs count. Jack Bonham, a key figure in the Wanderers' goal as the hosts piled on the pressure for a while this evening. But it is Bolton who make their way under the arch. Back-to-back 1-0 wins do the job. It ends Bradford City 0, Bolton Wanderers 1, 2-0 to Bolton Wanderers on aggregate.